What's up YouTube, it's me Sony Beats, and today I'm going to show you a beat I made using Serato sample. So I was watching a Chris Punsalon stream and he was using Serato, and I also watched a Big Rocco stream and he was using Serato, and they used it differently than I had used it in the past. I always thought that the best way to use it was to just chop it up evenly and try to find something. And when I first got it, I think I was having trouble coming up with something decent, so I just kind of stopped using it, but watching their streams, it kind of inspired me to pick it back up. And I made a few beats with Serato sample. I didn't really care about which samples I used because I'm just going to release these beats for non-profit since they're using copyrighted samples, you know. And I also got these drums from this guy named Orangey Soul. Cal Young Music put me on. He said something about it in Chris's Twitch chat, so I bought his drum kit, and his drums are crazy. He kind of inspired me to try to learn finger drumming on a keyboard because his drum loops are pretty up there. Yeah, so today I'm going to be breaking down one of the beats. I think I'm going to start a Serato Sunday thing because with the samples, it's kind of quicker with making the beats compared to making them from scratch. I don't know, Serato sample just makes it a lot easier. So I think I'm gonna release a beat on Sundays. Don't hold me up to it yet, but I'm thinking I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep messing with Serato and see how it goes. And I'm gonna just call it Serato Sundays, and I'll just drop a song every Sunday that I make using chops from Serato. I'm not gonna promise that they'll be good, but I'll try my best. Alright, so when I started with this, the first thing I did was grab a drum loop. I'm gonna try to play it uninterrupted so you can just hear what it sounded like originally. Just bring it down here. Alright, so this is the whole drum loop, and this is what it sounds like, the original version of it. Yeah, so that drum loop's crazy. I don't even know how you finger drum that. I've never heard anyone play the drums like that, but I really like the way it sounds. So I started with that. As you can see, I made little chops and edits just to add some variation throughout. Once I did that, I just went in a Serato sample, threw in this sample. It's called Kansas. I've been listening to this song a lot because I really liked it. It's from this anime called The Rising of the Shield Hero. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Pretty good anime. But I heard this song in the anime and I've been listening to it on repeat. It's a really good song. So I decided to try to chop it up, and I just looped the drum loop, had this going, and just came up with a bunch of different variations. They all kind of come back to the same root or starting point, but I switch it up a little bit throughout. This is what the first iteration of my chop sounded like. So I just kind of kept looping it, and when I was having fun with it, I originally didn't even record any of it. Luckily, Ableton has this capture feature, because I think I was just clicking buttons for seemed like it was 10 minutes, but I checked the clock and 30-40 minutes had passed. I was like, damn, I need to get to making this beat for real. So I did that, and then after that, I duplicated another instance. I saved some of the samples, but I think I searched for new samples, and I came up with this. I think this whole thing is like a different variation, so I just play this whole section right here. Yeah, so that's a little switch up right there, and then it goes back to the other chop. Next, I added a bass. Yeah, so originally I had played all this out. I had to make a bunch of edits because I suck at bass, trying to hone my inner Kyle Young orangey soul, but that wasn't happening. So I just kind of played to the best of my abilities and edited it to get this. And then after that, I layered it up with some more violin, just because this year I've just been really messing with the violin. So I kind of added on everything, damn near. If you listen to a lot of my songs I released recently, there's probably a little bit of violin in it. I use BBC Symphony. It's free if you take a survey, so I'd recommend picking that up. And this is what the violin sounds like. So on top of the chops, I added tape mellify, went to the analog tape preset, tweaked it a little bit to give it a more old school sound. On the bass, I just added a saturator. On the strings, I added RC20, and I have this pitch thing on it because I was playing on my computer, so I just had it pitched down too, so I could play with only the one row of keys. And here I just have a utility to turn it down. On the master, I just have a limiter right now. I haven't mastered it yet. And altogether, this is how the beat sounds. Alright, so that's it for the beat. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. This is my first time using Serato sample in a good minute. I haven't used it in a long time. And let me know if you have any constructive criticism or suggestions. Check out my music on Spotify, comment, like, and subscribe. Check out the older videos on my channel. This song should be out right now, so go back and listen to it if you want to. And thanks for watching.